right, we're going to look at how we can get some data out of iReady and put it to a usable place in Google Sheets so we can manipulate the data. So in order to use some of your iReady data, you would go to login.iready.com and enter your username and password. That username and password is provided to you from the curriculum department. So reach out to Melissa Van Zanten and her team if you're not sure what your login information is. Now, when you first arrive at iReady, you'll notice you have a lot of different sections to view. But if you want a report run, the best thing to do is click on Reports. Now, all of these reports, if you hover, will give you a description of what they provide. And these reports up here at the top, these are provided data inside of iReady, so color-coded charts and lists of students. But if you'd like to get the data out, you'll want to go to Diagnostic Results Export. Export means to take out, and choose that. Now, once it opens, you'll have to make some selections or some choices about what kind of data you would like included. So in this case, I'm leaving alone what was here, but you could uncheck things if you wanted something different. And you'll say Create Export. And again, export just means to push away. So anytime you're anywhere in iReady where you have the option to export, it's going to push the data outside of the program itself. So in this case, it looks like it has run the report. I'm going to go to View, Export Queue, and this is any report that I've run in iReady. Now, the button I'm looking for is the universal symbol to download. So the box with the arrow means download. And when I click download, down here in the left corner, you should see a file that ends with the letters CSV. So anytime you see a CSV file, that stands for comma separated values. So it takes all the information that you're given in the report, puts a comma between them. Now, a program like Excel or Google Sheets, those are both spreadsheet programs, reads this file, and when there's a comma, it puts the items in separate boxes. So it allows us to create kind of a table for ourselves. Once I have that data, I can then open Google Sheets. Now, if you've never been to Google Sheets before, this is just something that lives within my Google Drive. It is an option. Sometimes you'll see it in your waffle or here out of my rainbow waffle here. I can get to it from there as well. Doesn't really matter how you get there, but Google Sheets is my spreadsheet program. And I would then just open a blank spreadsheet. So again, a spreadsheet is just a fancy table where we can put some data in. And of course, your first step would always be to name your spreadsheet so you can find it later. And then we're going to go to File. We're going to go pull that data off of our computer. We're going to grab that CSV file. So we would say Import. I'm in File, Import. If Export means to push out, Import means to pull in. And I can look for that data in a variety of places, but iReady is putting it on my computer. Therefore, I need to upload it. So I can select a file from my device. It looks like I've downloaded it twice for the sake of this. They're both the same. One just has a number 1 indicating it is another copy. So it says CSV file. And I'm going to go ahead and say import data. And Google Sheets will read that data. And then if I say open now, let's see what it created for us. All right. Now I had named one here. There are times when it goes ahead and puts it into the one I'm in. Occasionally you'll get that button that says open, and yet it will import your data. Then you have your student data that we can then manipulate for the purposes of who needs the most help, who should I come to next, and that is all from iReady. So that's just one way to get a CSV file into your Google Drive, and we'll talk more about moving the data around in a later video.